Greetings of the day. This is Ms. Tabassum. As you know that we have already started with Anindya Mukherjee's Across the Sahara on a Bicycle. Anindya Mukherjee was so much in love with the continent Africa that he chose to explore the north and northwestern part across the Sahara on a bicycle in 2017. Anindya Mukherjee made a plan and he started his ride on a bicycle across the Sahara on 27th February 2017. He started his journey from the city of Guelmim, which is also called the gateway to the Sahara. Anindya Mukherjee divided his journey into stages. Stage 1 started from Guelmim to Lyon and he covered a distance of 455 km in 5 days. Stage 2 started from Lyon, which is a big city, to Dakhla and he covered a distance of 538 km in 5 days. Stage 3 was from Dakhla to Beaulanoir, which he covered within 5 days and it was a distance of 432 km. He finished this journey on 15 March 2017. Now we will see the stage 4. So let's move to the further part of Anindya Mukherjee's travel journal across the Sahara. Stage 4. Beaulanoir to St. Louis via Diama border post, 15 to 22nd March, 687 km, 8 days. Anindya Mukherjee started his journey of stage 4 from Beaulanoir. The distance that he covered during this stage 4 was 687 km and it took him 8 days to do so. On 16 March, I started on the road to Nouakchott, the capital of Mauritania. It was windy through the day with large amounts of sand flying. To top it, there was a kind of fly that kept infiltrating my scarf. It made cycling tough, but I kept myself entertained by watching mirages which constantly appeared on the horizon, looking like kilometers of wetlands. It was fascinating to see them disappear and appear elsewhere. I remembered the experiences of Thompson and Thompson in one of the Tintin books and laughed out loud. Anindya started his journey on 16th March 2017 from Nouakchott, which is the capital of Mauritania. The day was windy with sand flying everywhere. In addition to that, a kind of fly tried to get into his scarf, and thus it also made impossible for Anindya to cycle through the way. On his way, he kept himself engaged by watching mirages, and the mirages looked like wetlands which appeared on the horizon. Anindya mentioned that it was very captivating and enchanting to watch those mirages appear and vanish. Anindya laughed out loud as he recalled the experiences of Thompson and Thompson, the two fictional characters who were actually detectives in the adventure of Tintin and who mistook a mirage for a real palm tree. Mauritania was not a friendly place. As I cycled, I faced hostile and sometimes racist behavior. Whenever I passed a settlement, children would shout and throw stones. The desert seemed more kind hearted in comparison. I realized that if my bicycle broke down in the middle of the road or I had an accident here, nobody would help me. According to Anindya, Mauritania was not a friendly place as the people were very ill natured, aggressive, dominant, and sometimes showed racial discrimination towards him. Whenever he passed any settlement at Mauritania, the children would shout at him and throw stones at him. He also realized that if his bicycle would break down in the middle of the road or unfortunately he meet with an accident, nobody would come for his help or to rescue him. Anindya also states that the people in the desert were more compassionate and kind. It took me almost an hour to get out of Nouakchott. The roads were bad and traffic was worse. After every 15 to 20 kilometers, the settlements started to appear and I reached the small village of Tigwent after riding 104 kilometers. Just before the village, I met a quiet looking lad named Ibrahim who greeted me. That was the first time in Mauritania someone had smiled back at me. He was from Mali. On the same evening, I almost stepped on a Sahara scorpion and enjoyed a fabulous meal cooked by Ibrahim. Before sunset, he played Malian music on his mobile and we both danced and laughed together. It took almost an hour for Anindya to get out of Nouakchott. The roads were bad and uneven and there was heavy traffic. After every 15 to 20 kilometers, the settlements started to appear. And finally, he reached the small village of Tigwent after riding 104 kilometers. Just before entering into the village, Anindya met a boy named Ibrahim who was from Mali and who greeted him with a smile. And it was for the first time in Mauritania that someone greeted Anindya with a smile. Anindya enjoyed a sumptuous meal cooked by Ibrahim. Apart from that, Ibrahim also played Malian music on his mobile and they both danced and laughed together and enjoyed the evening. On 21st March, I reached the Maison du Parc in the heart of Duoling National Park. As I cycled on, I thoroughly enjoyed the company of nature and the occasional road crossings of warthogs. And then I realized that I had just crossed the Sahara on my bicycle alone and unsupported. It felt somewhat special. On 21st March 2017, Anindya reached the Maison du Parc, which is in the middle of the Duoling National Park. As Anindya cycled on, he fully enjoyed the natural beauty and was very happy to see the warthogs crossing the road. And then he realized that he had finally crossed the Sahara on his bicycle. he felt very special riding across the Sahara alone and unsupported. On 22nd March, I rode 10 kilometers to the border post of Mauritania and Senegal at Diama. As I entered Senegal, I felt the warmth of Africa again. The sense of distrust that had been developing inside me over the last week through Mauritania vanished instantly. I rode to beautiful St. Louis in time for lunch. On 22nd March, Anindya Mukherjee covered a distance of 10 kilometers towards the border post of Mauritania and Senegal at Diama. Diama is a gravity dam on the river Senegal. As he entered Senegal, Anindya Mukherjee felt the same friendliness and affability of the continent Africa again. The feeling of apprehension that Anindya Mukherjee had bore in his mind due to the hostility and racial discrimination which he faced disappeared immediately as he found the people of Senegal to be kind hearted, cordial, and amiable. After that, he went to St. Louis to have his lunch. St. Louis is a beautiful city known for its colonial architecture. The author reached his destination Dakar in another 3 days. Anindya Mukherjee finally reached Dakar, his destination, on 25th March 2017. It took me 28 days in total to cover this distance. It remains one of the most life-changing journeys I have ever undertaken. As I moved across the Sahara as an insignificant human being on a bicycle, against wind, against sand, taking in love and hatred in my stride, the vast nothingness of the desert taught me a lot. I can only hope that I will be able to keep alive the spirit of the Sahara in me. Anindya states that it took around 28 days to cover the total distance, and the journey across the Sahara on a bicycle remains one of the most life-changing journeys that he had ever undertaken. He also mentions that this particular journey taught him a lot of lesson, and he hopes that he would be able to keep the indomitable and festive spirit of the Sahara within him always and forever.